Genre: expository text. Wild Weather by Seymour Simon. Essential question: how does weather affect us? Read about how stormy weather affects people and places. Air is all around us. The air moves and winds blow. Changes in the air are called weather. Sometimes weather is sunny and fair. Other times it's cloudy and rainy. Storms are sudden, harsh changes in the weather. Thunderstorms. A thunderstorm is a heavy rain shower. In a few minutes, a big thunderstorm can drop millions of gallons of water. Hundreds of thunderstorms pop up every second somewhere around the world. These storms have lightning. Thunder is the sound of lightning. Lightning. Lightning is a giant spark of electricity. A bolt of lightning is 6 to 10 miles long, but only as thick as your finger. Lightning is hotter than the surface of the sun. A bolt of lightning can be very dangerous and cause harm. The heat of a lightning bolt can set fire to a tree or a house. Would you like to know how far away the lightning you see is? Count the number of seconds between the lightning flash and the clap of thunder. Every 5 seconds equals 1 mile away. If thunder booms a second or two after you see lightning, that's a warning. The sound means that the lightning bolt is very close to you. How lightning works. Cold air sinks. Hot air rises. Electrical charges build up between the ground and cloud. Tornadoes. Thunderstorms sometimes give birth to a string of tornadoes or twisters. Dark, twisting tornadoes reach downward from the storm. The winds in a tornado whirl hundreds of miles per hour. They can lift heavy trucks into the air. They can destroy houses by blowing away their roofs. On May 22, 2011, a tornado a mile wide ripped through the city of Joplin, Missouri. The huge tornado hurt many people. It destroyed buildings and damaged most of the city. The tornado damaged this house in Joplin, Missouri. Watches and warnings. An early warning on television, radio stations, and the internet helps to save lives. An early alert is called a tornado watch. A tornado warning means that a tornado has been seen. A tornado warning means that you should find shelter. Stop and check. Ask and answer questions. What does a tornado warning mean? Go back to the text to find the answer. Hurricanes. Hurricanes are the biggest storms of all. They hurt more people and destroy more buildings than all other kinds of storms put together. Hurricanes happen during the summer and early fall. They form over warm ocean waters. Then they move and may reach land. Hurricanes stretch for hundreds of miles. Their dangerous winds blow at speeds between 74 and 200 miles per hour. Waves from the storms may wash away shorelines, boats, and houses. Stop and check. Ask and answer questions. When do hurricanes happen? Go back to the text to find the answer. In August 2005, Hurricane Katrina became one of the worst storms in history. Many people in Louisiana were left homeless because of Katrina. The damage to buildings in the city of New Orleans cost billions of dollars. Rain from Hurricane Katrina flooded this street in New Orleans. Blizzards. Hurricanes are warm weather storms. Blizzards are huge winter snowstorms. 2 or 3 inches of snow fall every hour. Temperatures are below freezing. Strong winds blow fiercely. In February 2007, a Valentine's Day blizzard hit the eastern half of North America. Heavy snowfalls blanketed much of the country. Some places had up to 4 feet of snow. Millions of homes lost power for days. Thousands of people were stuck in airports and on snowy highways. No one can prevent a storm. Stormy weather can happen anywhere. Someday, you and your family may be in a big storm. If you know what to do in advance, you will be safer when the next storm strikes. Safety tips. Here are some storm safety tips for you and your family. Stay inside during strong storms. Keep a storm safety kit with bottled water and flashlights handy. Stay away from windows. Stay away from downed power lines. About the author. Seymour Simon has always been interested in science. When he was a teenager in New York City, he was president of the Junior Astronomy Club. He even built his own telescope to see the stars. Seymour taught science to kids for many years before he became a writer. He hasn't given up teaching, though. I never will, not as long as I keep writing and talking to kids around the country and the world. Seymour has written more than 250 books on science and has won many important awards. His books make science clear, easy to understand, and fun. Author's purpose. What do you think was Seymour's purpose for writing Wild Weather? Respond to reading. Summarize. Use important details to summarize what you learned in the selection. Information from your main idea and key details chart will help you. Text evidence. 1. How do you know wild weather is expository text? 2. What kind of weather is a tornado? Use details in the selection to support your answer. 3. Use what you know about antonyms to figure out the meaning of the word fair on page 281. 4. Write about what hurricanes are like. Use details to tell what type of weather they are. Make connections. How does wild weather affect us? What are some things you learned about lightning from the selection? Genre: expository text. Compare texts. Read about tools people use to predict the weather. Can you predict the weather? People want to know what the weather is like. They want to know how hot or cold it is outside. They want to know if it will rain or snow. They need to know about a dangerous weather event, such as a thunderstorm. What is the weather like now? Some tools tell people what the weather is like. People can use these tools at home. A thermometer tells the temperature. It measures how hot or cold the air is. A wind vane shows the wind's direction. The wind vane spins and shows where the wind is coming from. If the wind direction changes, the weather will change too. A wind vane has an arrow. The wind blows the arrow and shows the direction of the wind. The thermometer has red liquid in a tube. It moves up when it is hot outside. How do scientists predict the weather? Some tools tell what the weather is like right now, but other tools tell what the weather will be like in the future. Meteorologists are people who study weather. They use tools to predict the weather. Their predictions are called a forecast. Meteorologists use radar, a tool that uses waves of energy to track the weather. A radar picture shows if rain, snow, or big storms are coming. Radar helps us stay safe. It gives a warning when a bad storm is coming. It shows the speed and direction a storm is moving. Thunderstorm safety. Do. Stay indoors. Stay away from hilltops and open fields if outdoors. Stay low if outside. Don't stand under a tree. Go in or near water. Stay on your bike. The radar picture shows where big storms are. The red parts show severe weather. Make connections. How do tools help us understand how the weather affects us? What are some ways people can stay safe from